Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Leclerc, Victor Martins, and Aaron, Barnard, Massa, Albon, and Jack Doohan, Webber, Coulthard, Ollie Behrman, and Stroll, Hadjar, Pierce, Oscar Piastri and Jack Crawford, Tramnitz, Verschoor, Antonelli and David Tanitsa completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again?
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Fantastic podium at the last race, mate, but there's still a little bit of room in that trophy cabinet back at the factory. Let's see if we can fill it again. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory, he wins!
Well, they showed true grit out there today, Crofty. A steely determination not to be outdone by the rough circumstances at many points that came their way today. A job well done, not the easiest of days, but they walk away with a race victory.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Okay, we've sent off that sponsor contract proposal. With any luck, we'll hear back soon. I'll keep you posted.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
For years, the passionate Dutch fans have been easy to find trackside in races across Europe. Here this weekend, it's even easier to find the Dutch fans as they have a race to call their own once again. A warm welcome to all of our viewers in the Netherlands and around the globe, of course, as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding Zandvoort circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of the 2.6-mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Andrea Kimi Antonelli lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Coulthard, Piastri, Lando Norris, and Pierce, Leclerc, Massa, Behrman, and Paul Aron, Crawford, Doohan, Lance Stroll, and Hadger, Webber, Barnard, Richard Verschoor, and Tim Tramnitz, Albon, Tanitsa, Martans, and Yuki Tsunoda rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the sea of orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the driver?
Zandvoort is an old-school classic racetrack that's been revamped to bring it back to life for modern-day F1, and the Dutch fans are here, all dressed in orange, to see their man, Max Verstappen, and he always delivers around this track.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Yeah, radio's good.
With 5 races remaining, we're still in with a chance of taking the Constructors' Championship. The team needs a result from you today. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing, mate. Well done.
Thanks, everyone. It was a good weekend. Thank you, everyone.
This has been absolutely magnificent. Victory today for Andrea Kimi Antonelli.
And this really is, as we know, Crofty, a team game. And a performance from the driver like this today gives the team energy moving forwards. It's closely fought in the Constructors' Championship, and this will go a long way to boosting that energy as we move forward.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. A young man with a big future, today's a winner. Well done, Kimi Antonelli. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Okay, we've sent out counteroffer. Try not to worry. A bit of back and forth is normal. That's business after all. I'll be back if I hear anything.
Hey, boss. We've had a reply from the sponsor we were targeting. Let's take a look. Fingers crossed. Hey, boss. Unfortunately, we couldn't get this deal over the line. They drove a hard bargain and, well, too hard. We'll have to pursue other targets with the time left to us in the negotiation window. We'll keep pushing. Hey, it's been a while since we've had some upgrades to our corporate facilities and, well, if you've got some cash kicking around, don't forget to use it.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. Fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 17.4. Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Coulthard and Pierce. .30 seconds left in the session.
Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Coulthard, Leclerc, Paul Aron and Antonelli, Webber, Pierce, Massa and Victor Martins, Russell, Barnard, Lance Stroll and Crawford, Albon, Verschoor, Tim Tramnitz and David Tanitsa, Sonoda, Hadja, Doohan and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely long straights, and well, that's it. It's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into turn 1.
Okay, mate, radio check, please, radio check.
Radio check.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Okay, you sat in P2. Lando ahead. Okay, gap ahead, 3.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Piastri's behind you now. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. Okay, 18 laps to go. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Yeah, confident.
Okay, mate, race control, I'm afraid, are not happy with your creative interpretation of track limits. They've given you a 3-second penalty. Isaac's in the pits. That's Isaac in the pits. Pit now, pit now. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris is behind you. You're separated by an entire lap. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. And that's 8 laps to go. Okay, we can take you this lap. Understood. Stopping this lap. There seems to have been a problem attaching the front wing. We need to try and put that behind us now and finish the race strong. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. The McLaren drivers just moved into first place. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 23.9 seconds. Second place, you're in second place. Lando's ahead of you now. Leclerc behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. All right, 6 laps to go now. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
Thank you, Toto.
And it's victory for Andrea, Kimi, Antonelli. What a win!
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
And it's time for that special moment for our special three today. The podium awaits our top three finishers. And it's a richly deserved victory today for Kimi Antonelli. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
We have something for you to look at, please.
Great news. They've accepted that contract and signed on the dotted line. We should celebrate. And make sure we figure out how to stop any leaks about it. Nice work getting this one over the line. Bad news, I'm afraid. They were dissatisfied with the terms we sent over. You'll have to let us know if you want to go back in for them. I'll await your word. Okay, sent. Now we wait. Hopefully we'll hear back soon, but these things do tend to drag on. Let's keep our fingers crossed and just focus on what we can control. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Notice that it's been a while since we've had any upgrades to our facility.
Hey boss, notice we've got a decent amount of cash kicking around. Don't forget to put it to use on some facility improvements. It's been a while, and it's always good to keep the place up to date.